Two women are dead after a violent crash. Their car somehow ended up into the lake out in Lorain. Now at 3, Keith Grant joining us live from the scene with the latest on the investigation. Keith.
Nicole, I want to walk you through what happened this morning. Lorain police say the car came off of Erie Road here, hit a utility pole, and then rushed down this port here before hitting another utility pole and launching into the water here at the marina. There were 3 passengers in the car. Unfortunately, 2 young women inside died, and somehow a passenger escaped. Lorain police say the first call came in around 4 this morning, but not for a crash. Dispatchers were told a utility pole was down in the road near Beaver Creek Marina. At around that same time, police say they also received calls about an 18-year-old man who broke into a nearby home. When officers showed up to that scene, they quickly tied the 2 things together and that there was a car crash.
The vehicle may be in the water.
Police say the teen told officers he was in the backseat of the car and managed to get out as it started to sink. The man told investigators he climbed out through the back of the car. Officers then started searching the marina for that car.
We are unable to locate any vehicles this time.
Moments later, officers noticed damage to another utility pole right at the water's edge.
Secondary damage to another electrical service pole.
Divers were called in, and around 8 on Friday morning, they located that vehicle and the 2 women inside. Both were pronounced dead. Around 10:30, crews pulled the wrecked car from the marina. All right, I've been out here since about 10:30 this morning. The scene looks a lot different right now. Utility crews have been out here for most of the day. They've replaced the poles that the crash took out. This one just wrapped up. They're working on the other one along the road up here right now. Police also here in Lorain have not released any names of the 3 people that were involved in this crash. Live in Lorain, Keith Grant, 19 News.